Hello, what up, guys? You're welcome back to another episode of our $1 million bonded challenge. So this week, we're not going to have so much highlights because we did not really, get much trades. All right. So far, I think we just had the trades that we have on. They are still running, all right, and it's already weekend, so we've already stopped trading for the week. So I guess I'm going to hold trades over the weekend. So from next week, we're going to see how these trades are actually going to play out. So last week was actually like there was a video last week on how we traded. If you've not watched the video, make sure you go watch it. We did not really have a good week. We ended up losing due to some. So this week I've come back with a solid plan. I've got a new account also. I'm trading a 50k account now. I got a 50k account, and this time I want to take things slowly, with a proper risk management. So in this video, showing you guys what we traded this week, I'll also be sharing my ultimate trading plan that I've like devised newly and how I'll be trading from now onwards. I've taken my time to do a bit of studying and to know what was actually wrong, what I've been doing wrong all this time to keep making losses, because I kid you not, we've lost about 5 accounts in these past 3 months. Like you two, I sat down to do the calculation, and it's totaling about 5 accounts, which is close to $1,000. Means we spent $1,000 on accounts in the last 3 months, and we failed all of these accounts, which is not really good. All right, so let's get into the chart. Let's see what we have this week. So this week we did not really take much trades. As you can see, it's just studying. So this was where the price action for this week started. You can see Monday price action started here. We broke this high here. So I'm going to, I think this is, let me clear this chart off so we can have a very clean chart. So this was where Monday price action started. Look at this. We tapped into this order block with this inducement right here. Look at this. So this was very perfect. So I was actually looking lower prices, lower zones where price will tap, like somewhere here. I was actually looking at this zone because this is the extreme, but this was still valid, right? This zone was still valid. The reason is because it's actually a key level. You can see how many times price has come to react from this zone. You can see, so this is a key level, one other level. So once price started reversing from here, I know it will do so because of how price have reacted from that particular zone in the past. Then what did I do? Let's see what the price do here. Price started pushing up. As you can see, we've started forming this breakout pattern, this trend line breakout pattern. This is what we've been forming, and price this was where I wanted to buy first. This was the setup I had on Monday. I was like, this is a perfect inducement for us, so in case market comes to like tap it, this is still very valid. I don't know if price is going to come down, but if price eventually comes down to this zone, this is where I'll be taking another buy. So but now price went up without tapping this zone, went up to break out of this trend line. You can see after making these three highs, all right, these three lower highs, price went up to like break them. You can see how price broke here. So price broke here, and this was like a retest. I saw a lot of people actually taking this as a retest, and they started buying. So I think this was like, because I've seen something like this anything that is happening on gold, especially the price, somehow I tend to like be familiar with the whole pricing thing because I've been trading gold for like 1 year now. So, and there's some price action that do repeat itself. So once I see it, I'll be like, okay, maybe this is, because I've traded something like this before where price just come with test, start buying, and my stop is somewhere here, then price later comes back to like take me out before going up. That was exactly what I saw here, because I actually wanted to buy here and take this as liquidity, this low here as engineering liquidity, but I said no, let me wait. I went to the daily time frame. I'm just showing you guys just basically everything I did. I went to the daily time frame. Look at these three candles that we had, and this is the first bearish candle that we are having, and we have this imbalance here on the daily time frame that was unfilled at the time. All right, so I had to like use my fib to mark the 50% level. I was like, before price will start going up, since there's no other imbalance, we should fill at least 50% of this imbalance before price will start going up. And guess what happened during the Asian session? I think this was Monday, this was Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursday, New York session, you can see I think there was news, NFP or some, price went down, and that was how we tapped into this particular POI. Since then, price has been moving up. So I bought from here. I think I have my first entry from here around this level, and my stop is at this this low. So I'm taking here all of this here and C level. So my stop is somewhere here at the low of this candle, and I'm targeting here this high for a 124. For a 124, yeah. This was my first trade, and on this new account, I'm risking just 1%. I'm risking 1% with scalings. On the previous ones, I was risking 2%. It was very good, but the thing is, when I get into losing streaks, I lose my account. I don't think since I started risking 2%, I've ever gotten into losing streak and maybe save the account and maybe come back and make profits, which is not really the best way to trade. So once it's losing streak, it only has to take me 5 losing trades and that account will just go, and I have to like buy another one, and that has been costing me a lot. So I have to like re-strategize and come up with a new plan. So this time we risk 1%, then we're scaling. Because in this trade now, I'll end up risking 2% on a trade during the challenge phase. But how would I do that with scaling? So instead of risking the 2% altogether, I'll go in with 1% first. Then when I see a re-entry, I'll scale in with another 1%. But the first entry will be on break even, so that even if the trade ends up going to my stop loss, I will only lose 2% and 1%. But if it goes up, that means I'll be making from the 1% initial entry and as well. So it depends on how many scalings I get, all right, because I'm getting the scalings. Previous one will be on break even, all right. So that way we're still risking 1%, and when the trade goes in our direction, we tend to pass more. We can even pass our challenge phase, our challenge target in 1 to 2 trades, all right. But when it's like it goes the bad way, you just end up losing 1%, and those ones will set on break even. We just end up hitting break even. So if any trade should come back when I've set break even, so it means that trade for me is never going to like play out. All right. So that way we just like save our capital from that loss. So that's how I'll be doing it now. So today is Friday. All right. On Friday I actually took this trade 1% here, and I got a scaling entry from here. Look at this. We have this drop, this thing like base. After this consolidation, we can see how we rallied up, and now look at these inducements right here. So we have this inducement, and you can see how market dropped into that. So gold actually stopped trading. I don't know why. I guess it's because of maybe something, because other currency pairs are actually active, but gold just stopped, and it's not yet time for it to like stop. So this was the second scaling that I had. I was risking 1% on this one, but this one was already on break even. So if by Monday next week this trade reverses, this one is going to be on break even, and even if the trade reverses and later start going up without taking out this low, so it means I will only have this position. I might find opportunities later to scale in. I don't know. That's how I'm keeping it. It's better I manage it this way than to just leave it to position. But if it doesn't come back and keep going up, I have 1% here, 1% here, and they are both 4 arrows. So this is 4%, this is 4%. That should be 8%. But I'm not sure they will get to that level, and I'll just leave it because I'll take profit when we get here. This is a key level as well. So there's a likelihood that markets will reverse from here. So I'll take profit when we get to this particular level as well, which might reduce the risk to reward ratio. It's better even if I close in 6% and it's just 2%. I'm just going to wait for the next trade, do the same thing, say we'll pass. So that's all for now. This is the only trades that we have now, and none of them, we did not close any trade this week, so these ones are still running. I'm holding them over the weekend, and by next week I'm going to give you guys update on how they actually turned out. All right, so that's all for this week. And yeah, about the trade plan, I don't think I'm going to include it in this video because it's already like very long. I think about 9 minutes. So however we do a new video, I'm going to shoot a new video explaining to you guys how to actually, they tell you follow your plan. How do you follow your plan? How do you even, some people don't even know how to write out a plan that they can follow. So I'll be making a video on that particular topic, trading plan, how you can actually draft your own trading plan that is suitable for you as a trader, that you can actually follow and other stuff. So we'll be doing all of this together. And if you're just seeing my video for the first time, please hit the like button. It helps YouTube to recommend my videos to other traders and stuff like that. And most importantly, subscribe so we can actually grow. I love the support that I've been getting. We started this channel January, and it's just 6 months into the year since we started, and we've already, I think we are 600 now. Solid members, solid family. I appreciate that. Please keep subscribing, keep sharing the videos, and tell me what you think about in the comments. That will be all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.